A serious security vulnerability has been discovered in Apache Tika, raising significant concerns for users and developers alike. This flaw, known as CV 2025-66516, carries a maximum severity rating of 10.0 on the CVSS scale, highlighting its potential impact. The vulnerability allows for XML External Entity (XXE) injection attacks through crafted XFA files contained in PDFs. It affects multiple versions of Apache Tika's core and parsing modules, necessitating urgent updates to mitigate risks. Official reports indicate that users should upgrade to the latest patched versions to safeguard against possible exploitation. Next, we'll explore the specifics of this vulnerability, its implications, and recommended actions for users. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Timeline of the XXE bug discovery. On December 5, 2025, the Apache Software Foundation publicly disclosed the critical vulnerability CV 2025-66516. This announcement followed an internal assessment that revealed the potential for XML External Entity (XXE) injection attacks, significantly raising alarms within the developer community. In the days following the disclosure, security experts began analyzing the implications of the bug, noting its ability to allow attackers to manipulate XML data processing. This could lead to unauthorized access to sensitive files on the server or even remote code execution, posing a serious risk to applications relying on the affected modules. By December 11, 2025, Atlassian, a major player in software development tools, responded to the vulnerability by releasing updates for its Bamboo data center and server products. These updates were crucial for users who depend on these platforms, as they included necessary patches to mitigate the risk associated with CV 2025-66516. Further investigation revealed that this vulnerability was an extension of a previously disclosed issue, CV 2025-54988, which had been patched in August 2025. The Apache Tika team explained that while the earlier vulnerability affected the tika-parsers-pdf-module, the new CVE broadened the scope to include additional modules, highlighting the importance of comprehensive updates across all related components. As the security community continued to assess the situation, it became clear that users who upgraded the tika-parser-pdf module without also updating tika-core remained vulnerable. This emphasized the need for developers to maintain a holistic approach to software updates, ensuring that all dependencies are aligned to the latest secure versions. The urgency of the situation was underscored by the high CVSS score of 10.0 assigned to the vulnerability, prompting immediate action from users and developers alike to secure their applications against potential exploitation. The discovery of CV 2025-66516 has far-reaching implications for both individual users and organizations that rely on Apache Tika for processing documents. This vulnerability, which enables XML External Entity injection attacks, poses a significant risk, as attackers could exploit this flaw to access sensitive files on servers or even execute remote code. For organizations, the urgency to implement patches cannot be overstated. With the vulnerability affecting core modules and several Maven packages, many companies may find themselves at risk if they have not kept their software up to date. The advisory highlights that simply upgrading certain components, like the tika-parser-pdf-module, is insufficient if the foundational tika-core module remains outdated. This discrepancy can lead to a false sense of security among users who believe they have mitigated their risk. Moreover, the interconnected nature of software dependencies means that the impact of this vulnerability could extend beyond Apache Tika itself. Organizations that integrate Tika into larger systems or workflows may need to conduct thorough audits of their software environments to identify potential exposure. This could lead to increased operational costs and resource allocation for security assessments and updates. In light of this vulnerability, cybersecurity best practices are more critical than ever. Organizations must prioritize regular updates and vulnerability assessments as part of their security protocols. Additionally, educating users about the importance of these updates and the potential ramifications of neglecting them is essential for maintaining a secure operational environment. As the situation develops, organizations must remain vigilant and responsive. The release of patches, such as those from Atlassian for their Bamboo data center and server products, underscores the importance of timely action in the face of security threats. Users are encouraged to not only apply these updates promptly but also to stay informed about ongoing developments related to this critical vulnerability. In response to the critical vulnerability CV 2025-66516, immediate action is required from users and organizations relying on Apache Tika. The first step involves updating to the patched versions: tika-core 3.2.2, tika-pdf-module 3.2.2, and tika-parsers 2.0.0. This update is crucial, as failure to upgrade all affected components leaves systems exposed to potential attacks. Organizations should prioritize a comprehensive review of their deployment environments to identify any instances of the vulnerable packages. This includes not only the primary applications but also any dependent services that may utilize Apache Tika for XML processing. Given the nature of XXE vulnerabilities, even seemingly isolated systems can pose significant risks if not properly managed. Furthermore, implementing robust security practices is essential for ongoing protection. This includes regular vulnerability assessments and penetration testing to uncover any weaknesses in the system architecture. Organizations should also consider adopting a layered security approach, which involves employing web application firewalls and intrusion detection systems to detect and block malicious activity. Education and training for developers and system administrators on secure coding practices and vulnerability management can significantly reduce the risk of future exploits. By fostering a culture of security awareness, teams can better understand the implications of vulnerabilities like CV 2025-66516 and how to mitigate them effectively. Finally, staying informed about updates from the Apache Tika project and related security advisories is vital. Engaging with community forums or following official channels can provide early warnings about new vulnerabilities and recommended best practices for mitigation. This proactive stance not only protects individual systems but contributes to the overall security posture of the wider software ecosystem. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.